Hey friends, this is Laura with Potpourri outside where it's starting to get chilly. It's at night, and one of the projects that my husband and I decided to do was to make a rocket stove, and it made out of bricks, and we had bought one of these grates that we're going to use at the antique store. So my husband's gonna actually do all the demonstration, so we'll see how much he talks. I'm going to turn the camera around so that we can kind of oh, he just told me he doesn't talk, so he's mute. Hold on a minute. Okay. I'm gonna have to hold it. Okay, go ahead. Talk.
Just do it.
So what he's doing right now is he's actually building the stove, and he's just placing them, crisscrossing the different bricks. He's got 2 layers on the bottom, and you'll see there's an opening. David, show the opening. I know they can see it. He does a good fan of white. So, and you can see inside that he's already got like a fire starter of pine cone and
Whatever you made, I don't know if it's yours.
oh, I made that fire starter. So what he's doing is he's getting a second layer so that the airflow goes from below. And I'm going to bring this a little closer so that you can see how the grate in there will have the airflow to come up. And so this is the top. And so you have one more piece to put on there, right?
Nope.
The grate that goes on top.
You can't put wood in if you put the grate on first.
Okay. He thinks I'm being goofy. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so he's going to get some wood in there. You almost done? Okay. Smile for the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
He's such a goof. All right, so we're putting the wood in there. Do you light it from the top, honey?
I don't know. Never did this before. That's what I'm going to try to do, but I may have to light it from underneath. Maybe I have to try something fancier, but I'm going to cheat and use a
So you might be wondering why we're doing this. This is just an alternate heat method outside if we want to come out and just sit by a little bit of a fire, but also to cook outside if we need to. So it's just an alternate to the grill if we run out of propane. So you're lighting it from underneath, honey?
I don't know.
And as he's trying to light it, he's looking into the chimney there. Did it get started?
Nope.
Gonna have to go from the top.
Keeps going out. Not enough heat, so there's not enough draw yet.
you get it started that time? Ooh. Ooh, there's smoking happening.
It'll start slow, but then it'll take off pretty quick, I think, once it gets going.
So what you cooking me tonight, hon?
You already had supper. Well, that ain't work.
No?
Gotta get bigger pieces.
So 6 minutes to make this, and we've got fire. And it's contained. It looks like it's, what, 3 layers down, David?
3 on top, 2 on bottom, yep.
Okay, so 2 layers on the bottom, 3 at the top, and the bottom opening is to let the air flow through. Now, one of the things I thought of when we were thinking about doing this is, wouldn't you want this to be a permanent structure? Actually, you wouldn't. So if you were somebody who is camping and stuff, you wouldn't make a permanent structure. You might just kind of put this together so that you can make coffee and so forth. And then if you have to move to another campsite, you just pick up the pieces and go. But here, we're just going to kind of have it out in the back a little bit. And that's what we picked up. He cut the other one off, the other handle. And so he made just the flat piece so you don't see it. Do your Vanna White. Show them what you did. Oh, wait, I can't see the whole... Pick it up and show them, silly. Okay, so what he did was...
I just cut the other one off here.
Right there. I would turn it the other way if we want to put kettle on it.
But we're not.
Oh, he says we're
And
not.
I'd probably put another brick.
On the sides to hold it in place?
Yeah, maybe even just like half bricks.
So now this is not a real big grill, but it's enough so that if you want hot water to make oatmeal, have cocoa, coffee, whatever it is that you want, just to kind of warm yourself up.
Come take a shot. Got pretty good fire going. I can't see.
Okay, you're bring it forward, tilt it. Yeah, there you go. So within, it's now 8 minutes in, and we've been burning for a couple of minutes now. So, marshmallows and cocoa?
Do we have marshmallows?
No, we don't have marshmallows. I don't buy them.
Well, thanks for offering something we don't have.
I don't know why he's not impressed that I offered marshmallows and not have them, but when I was cleaning the pantry, I found some marshmallow fluff. Would that work?
I don't think so. It's just thought, but I don't think so.
We have been working on looking at alternate heat sources. I can't bring this into the house for obvious reasons, but it's a heat source for food if for some reason our gas range does not work or we're out of propane for our grill. This is an option if I need to heat up soup or anything. If I want to make him even a grilled cheese, I can make you a grilled cheese on there, hon. And so it's just something that we had been thinking about. Is like, what else can we do on a frugal? We already had these bricks, so they didn't cost us anything. And we also had these other bricks that we used as a base. we brought them in. They were
Just so the grass wouldn't get hot or anything.
yeah, we brought them in for the grass. Well, the grass is pretty dead here, hon.
Well, yeah, but dead grass burns faster
That's true.
than green grass.
But we were working in the garden that's in front of the chicken coop, and we're changing that up so that this winter we don't have to snow blow really far out in front of the chicken coop, but go right across in the front. So we pulled things out and we're changing that up a little bit. So I said, why don't we take the pavers there and use them as a base for this. So this is what we're doing. It's away from the house, it's away from the neighbors' houses and stuff too. So it'll be a pain in the winter. So we might think, you know, maybe a place a little bit closer. But, you know, if we need to cook, nobody's going to complain if they can get some warm food. What you looking for? Oh, he's still looking for more stuff. Oh, I see what he's doing. Aha. Oh, and I was talking to you. The only thing that we've paid for are these metal racks. And they both had handles. He cut one handle off the other. These bricks we had.
It's pretty rough. $3 for that.
Yep, $3. That's what we spent. Now, if you had to go out and buy the pavers, how much would that be, Dave?
These about $1 a piece, probably.
Okay, so
Oh,
maybe
these?
yeah,
Or these.
the pavers, which
These are probably around $1 a piece.
okay, and then the actual bricks that make the
Same thing.
okay. So there's
around there.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So you might be talking about $25 in bricks.
Hmm.
So that
Yeah, it should be 20 bricks plus these two plus the base one.
So if you're thinking about, you know, there's a lot of people, some prepping people, frugal people. We're very frugal, and on my wish list is to have a rocket stove, easily to port, you know, to carry and stuff like that. Then I started looking around and we came across this idea, and we already had everything except the racks. So could we make this bigger, like wider? We probably could. Do we have enough bricks to make it wider?
Good. Then it wouldn't be a rocket stove.
Oh, then it wouldn't be a rocket stove. I need to stop thinking here. But this here would be great, because the reason it's a rocket stove is because it goes straight up.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. I hope it gives you an idea if you live somewhere where you can have something like this. And like I said, it's not something I'm bringing in the house. This is something, and I have to say this disclaimer just in case somebody decides that it'd be a cool thing to do in their apartment. Don't do it in your apartment. Do not do it in your house. This is something you do away from your house in case something just doesn't go right. Make sure that it's nice and compact. Just have the opening on the bottom and then the opening on top with a little bit of vent space, as we did here, and it produces a nice fire. Can it warm up your hands, hon?
Oh yeah. More than you wanted them to, probably. I blocked it a little on one side, so it'll burn through a little.
So I don't know if this is a useful idea for your circumstances. Will we use this all the time? Probably not too much, because
it's kind of fun.
Oh,
I might.
We might have some date nights out here in the cold winter days. But it's a source that we have if we need it. How often does our house go without electricity? It's rare where we are, but we're also going to be reducing on the electricity because our rate is going to be doubling. What's that got to do with our heat? Well, the electric starts our furnace. Our electric starts our gas stove. I can cook on our gas stove because we can light it if there's no electricity. But I can't bake in it. I can't bake on this unit either. That's the next thing that we're working on, to be able to bake outside. And so we haven't gotten one of those solar ovens yet, and that's something that I've been wanting to get, but I'm hesitant because I think it's a little out of our range, at least for right now. But there are ways that you can make a solar oven. So I'm hoping to kind of like see what we have first before we go out and purchase anything, even though it'll be cheaper than buying one. But even when you make things, they don't necessarily work the same way as something you might purchase. But this here will work just fine. This will work fine for roasting marshmallows if you wanted. Even if the grandkids are over, let's roast some marshmallows. And it's not a big fire pit like when we use our neighbor's fire pit, so we're not using a lot of wood. We just need a little bit. And I think the pieces you put in were from your shop, weren't they?
They just cut off 2x4s, yeah.
Yeah, so leftover pieces that he had from some of the woodwork he's done. They're not painted, they're just plain wood. There's no staining on it. So you want to just use plain wood, or you can use dry branches. We have collected some dry branches, but it's been raining off and on the last few days, so we don't.
All day today.
Did it pour all day today?
Well, it rained all day. Yeah.
So when it rains, we have to put it into, we have to go get a tote or something once they're all dry and stick it in there, so we have that available. So this is just an idea for those of you who are looking for options. If you already have a fire pit, you should be all set. The only thing with the fire pit is you have to stay out there for longer, because this is just a small fire. When we do the fire pit at our neighbors, there's a lot of wood in there, and we have to stay out for quite some time, and then we have to make sure it's out completely. We'll still have to make sure that this is out completely, but it should burn down pretty easily. So that was our project, and this was these two metal pieces. This is what we got up at the antique store in Vermont for $3. We got the two of them. They were combined together, and he's cutting off the handles, just on the one though, right?
Yeah, this is the other piece I was using as a fire poker.
Okay, so he's using the other handle as a fire poker. And the other one is just easy. We can lift it up so that we can put more wood in there if he wants to.
Yeah,
so
and it won't be hot, because this end won't be hot. That end will be.
So that handle is not getting hot. So where can you get these metal pieces? You know, if you go to the antique store or go to a thrift store, just check their kitchen area.
Yeah, this is just they call it, I don't know, it's a hot dog or
it's for a grill.
Hot dog cooker or something to grill over a fire.
Okay, I don't know if you heard him. It's a hot dog griller. We've never had one before. That's why we had to buy one. But we're not using it for hot dogs, or he might. And so we just took it apart and just used that one.
We can do hamburgers too, because it just, the two pieces just clamped them in between before.
Okay.
And so you could take your burgers, flip them, or your hot dogs or whatever.
I should have you do that again. That was a cute dance of flipping. Oh, no, wait.
No.
So, but I also have some older grates from other things I was going through as we're kind of like going through the attic and other things. I was in the bottom of my stove, the stove drawer where I store things. And I found some things that would have worked here as well, but I use them for other things. So look around at what you might have. You might discover that, oh, I can use this. Do not use anything that is painted, because there are, like, you have racks to cool cookies on, but they're usually painted with what is that called that they paint them? They paint on those. It's like a plastic or something. Okay, I lost him. I don't know either. So make sure that it's just plain metal that you're putting on here, because you don't want any chemicals getting in here to breathe or to cook on if you're going to use it for cooking. But I think tonight would be a great night for cocoa.
You got a pot I can put on there?
I could go find him a pot. We got a
camp stove pot.
A camp pot, yeah. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to do. We're fortunate because we used to go camping all the time. So we have a camp stove, and then we have the grill here, and I think we have a charcoal grill, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then, and that's another thing. If you have a charcoal grill and you run out of charcoal, you can use those grates, I would assume, because
yeah, those grates would be perfect.
Yep. So if you've got a 2-grate hibachi, you can use that as well. Or you find somebody who's getting rid of their hibachi that's no good, you take those grates as well, and you could use them. They'd be a perfect fit for this. And so if you don't want a big fire at night, if you've got a, oh, he's got to prove this. Hold on, folks.
I mean,
Put back.
A lot of times they're curved on the end, so you'd have to be careful. But
They have a little bit of a handle there.
Yeah, this has a handle. You'd have to take that off for the middle one. But it's doable.
Is it doable?
Of course it is.
So tell me your thoughts, write it in your comments, and I hope this gives you some inspiration as to something you might be able to do yourself. The type of bricks, it doesn't really matter. I believe these are a different type of brick. These aren't your typical house brick, your pavement bricks. Now, the ones on the bottom are stepping stone type bricks, right?
These are patio bricks. Yeah.
Patio bricks. But these other bricks are not.
No.
They are.
I don't know what kind of bricks they are.
We don't know what kind. We got them. Somebody was getting
They're
their
not like
bricks.
regular. This is like regular type bricks. But these.
Yeah. They're a softer brick, isn't that what we were told?
Yeah.
So, but somebody was getting rid of all their bricks. So we took them. They were offered to us. So we made our walkway from the deck to our big shed. But we had extras, and so these have been sitting around for a number of years, and now we got a use for them. So we didn't have to pay for those. But even still, like I said, if you have to buy them, it'll be about 25 bucks. We got the grill things for about $3. It cost us $3 to create this. And then the bricks, if it's 25. So if you have to get it all, you're looking at $25, $30 where you're located at the most, if you don't have any of this at home. So I hope you subscribe. I hope that you have a comment that could possibly make this better. So have a great night and enjoy. God bless. And look what he brought out. We got our camp stove, and we've got water boiling.
Well, it ain't boiling yet.
Oh, that's true. It's not boiling yet.
We have water to boil.
Water to boil. Do we have things to drink the hot water in?
Not yet.
You can drink from the pot?
Probably.
So David went into our camping gear, and he got the pot to boil water. So it looks like we're going to have some hot cocoa or tea or whatever. I have no idea what he's up to right now. He has a tendency to wander away. So here we go, somewhere in this. I know he was concerned about the fire going out, but I think we're going to be okay. So that would be another cost for you if you don't have camping equipment. You'll have to go and get a camping pot, tea kettle, or whatever. You can also use cast iron on this. So like if you are going to make a stir fry or anything like that, you can use cast iron on this as well. So, but we're going to just use our camping water tea kettle here, and we'll use that for hot cocoa tonight.
Be right back.
And there they are. 2 mugs. So my husband went and he got a camp kettle. So he went out, he got it all cleaned up, and he has water in there boiling. Is it hot yet?
No.
Okay. So while that's heating up, he went out and got the mugs, as you see over there, that we'll be using for hot cocoa tonight. I can't wait to hold that mug because my hands are freezing. Are you instructing the kettle to keep its handle up? So how much would this kettle cost? I don't know. You might have to go to a thrift store. Sometimes free cycle groups might be getting rid of their stuff.
What's this getting the ashes off it?
There's ashes going all over my computer board. And so that noise you just heard was him blowing it off. He didn't get them all. Looks like snow to me. It's not snowing, is it? It would explain why my hands are so cold. But I should have worn mittens out here. So you might have to think about a tea kettle. But I believe you can use cast iron on this as well. Just want to make sure that you keep stoking your fire to get it nice and hot. Now, what would I make out here? Out here I would probably just make a bowl of soup. That's pretty much the size of it, or a kettle of soup. So you might have a small cast iron. You might be able to do a small stir fry. I mean, for David and I, a small one would be sufficient, but if you have a family of 4 or 6, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. But you could make your stir fry and then, you know, do little things bit by bit, and you could feed your family. So if this is something that you need, this works out rather nicely, and I'm kind of impressed with this. So it was easy. It took us a matter of just a few minutes to gather everything and put it together. So now we have an alternate, let's sit by the fire. So have a great night, folks, and God bless.
You got it on tape.
Okay. It's getting dark out. Okay, hold on. The water is now hot. We don't have any light to show that, but all right. So even though you can't see me, you can hear me. So tonight the fire is starting to go down, but that little bit of time that passed, and I didn't have the camera off for too long, was enough. Oh, there's probably plenty of water, honey. So it didn't take very long for that water to heat up so that we could enjoy coffee, cocoa, whatever it is that you want to drink late at night on a cold, cold night. I'm just grateful it's not even colder. I think it's probably, what, 40 degrees out right now? Could stand to be a little bit warmer, but this is fine because now my hands are warmed up against the mug and everything. So it did the job. It made hot water, so we can make soup. We can make hot cocoa, coffee, tea, and we believe that we could make hot dogs and or hamburgers or something small. So it's a success. Have a great night, folks. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.